Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m. And I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. I don't have a guest lined up. I'm going to do an open forum tonight. I decided I may be doing that once a month. But we'll see how it goes. And hopefully some people in the chat will join us. And it's an open invitation. And don't be shy. If you've never been on a live stream, now's your chance. And there's nothing to it, really. It's just like a Zoom call. And we're all friends here, and we'll have a good time. Mark my words. But anyway, it's good to see everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. And John, Connecticut Pirate, he was number one, Always good to see John. And Barkley was right behind him. How you doing, Barkley? Good to see you. He's usually lurking in the background. But he said hello, and I appreciate that. So, and Steve Janess came in early today. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you. He's watching up in Vermont. And I tell you, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. It means a lot to me. And I know, I think Angel came in next, and Terry Dugas. He's in the house. How you doing? Good to see you, Terry. And Captain Joe, USA Drone Flyer. He's watching down in Louisiana. Always good to see Captain Joe. How you doing? And Jason flying high in Florida. He's watching over on the west coast of Florida. So good to see you, Jason. Let me see who else. John Olson. He's in the house, and I'm so glad he's watching tonight. Because the other morning, him and I got together. We were going to fly. We went down to one of my secret spots, or our secret spot, John and I. We like flying at Mount Sinai Harbor here. And we got down there, but the wind was blowing. And I sent the Mavic 3 thermal up. And believe it or not, at 100 feet, I was starting to get wind warnings with it. And John and I thought the better of it, and we said, why take a chance? I don't enjoy flying when you got to worry about your drone in windy conditions, especially my Maverick 3 thermal. That's for sure. But anyway, while I was there, John said, I have something for you, Captain Ray. And some people may have known that he already said that he was going to donate a custom-made wooden cutting board for the South Florida Drone Meetup. So this is it right here. He gave it to me. And some lucky one is going to go home with this at the South Florida Drone Meetup. So thank you, John. We appreciate it. Yeah, and I'll tell you, the giveaway prizes are rolling in, and I appreciate that. It means so much to us, and you got to see the people. People love winning things. So thank you to all those that are donating giveaway prizes. Really, the South Florida Drone Meetup wouldn't be as much a success without them. So, but anyway, we got the Brian, Waypoint, New England. He's in the house. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. And Scotty, Jackrabbit FPV. He's watching. How you doing? Good to see you. He's number 21 on the South Florida Drone Meetup list. And I don't think Rich watching tonight, so he won't get upset. But anyway, they have a competition going on between number 21 and number 22. So anyway, John Flynn, he's watching. How you doing? Flying Flynn Media. He's watching up in Michigan. Always good to see John. And Let me see who else. Jody, longtime supporter, drone shots. Always good to see Jody. How you doing? And let's see if I miss anybody. I don't do it on purpose. Actually, I'm taking my time trying not to do that. So just bear with me a few more minutes. And I think it's important that I acknowledge people. But anyway, I think I mentioned Jim. No, Jim Anderson's watching. How you doing, Jim? Good to see you. And I'll I'm gonna put the like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If people want to join, feel free. Don't be shy. Um, there's nothing to it. I remember how nervous I was the first time I ended up going on somebody's live stream. And I look back at it now, and it was pretty comical because I lasted about 3 minutes, and then I come up with a feeble excuse that I had to go, but it got my feet wet. And then the next one it was easier, and the one after that was even easier. And next thing you know, it's years later that we've been doing these live streams, and it's fun, and that's what it's all about, fun. And maybe you learn a little something here along the way, but we're all friends now. And I tell you, it's uh, it's great. I think this drone community is great, and I've made so many good friends, really, from the live streams and from going to the different meetups. And I'm not just plugging the South Florida Drone Meetup, which is scrolling along the bottom. But we got a couple of guests in the back room. I'm going to bring them in very shortly. But they probably just came in the back room to get that shrimp and lobster. But anyway, the South Florida Drone Meetup, the sixth annual South Florida Drone Meetup, is going to be on April 10th to the 13th, 2026. We're going to have it at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park in Jensen Beach, Florida. It's free to attend. And we have 113 names on the list of the people that say they are coming. And it's great to see that. It's the most amount of people that signed up so early. So thank you to all of those that are coming, really. Um, but let me bring in the guest. Hey, Jerry Bowers in the house now. How you doing, Jerry? Good to see you. And Michael Fly Zone FPV's watching. How you doing? Good to see you. Eddie Nunez is watching. Even we got a drone celebrity, and I'm going to be showing his video a little later. So, but anyway, and I had the pleasure of flying with Eddie a few weeks ago at a secret spot, of course. So anyway, let me bring in John Olson. He's in the back room right now. Hey, John, how you
Good
doing?
evening, Captain.
Good to see you. And
Same here, man.
it was a pleasure flying with you the other morning. We didn't fly that much. I sent it up and I brought it right back down, you know?
Yeah, I was very nervous. Once you told me you got high wind warnings too, I said, no, I'm not putting that $3,000 investment up in the air.
Yeah. And again, I got to say thank you for your donation. It's really, really beautiful. It is. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you again. John donated a custom made wooden cutting board last year also. So, but anyway, we had a nice time at breakfast, afterwards. And
Yeah,
we talked drones, you know. But listen, let me bring in Angel because he's in the back room also. All right. And we'll have a joint conversation. Hey, there's Angel.
good evening, Angel.
Hey, good evening. How are you, John? Hey, Ray.
How you doing, Angel? Oh, you're
I'm
not in the
good.
back room. You're driving.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm in the Lincoln Tunnel right now. Just got out
Oh,
the
okay.
city.
We might lose you then if you're in the tunnel.
No. You're right. I got this. I'm almost out already. I'm almost out of the tunnel, so we're good.
Okay.
We're pretty good.
All right. Good to see you. Thank you both for joining. I appreciate it. So, Angel, have you been flying much?
Oh yes, I have. Well, today, well, obviously, but yes, I have. I have been flying. I flew. I've been flying my Air 3, my Air 2, and my even the Mini 3 Pro. So I was like you the other day because I flew. I saw this location as I came out of work in Franklin Lakes, and I saw the colors, and there was a like a reserve. It was beautiful, beautiful place. And I decided, since I sent people around, I decided to pull up the Mini 3 Pro, right? And I saw that it was I saw the flag. There was a flag there, and it was windy. And I said, you know what, I'm still gonna put them up there. And I put them up there, and never got a wind warning. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I saw your photos that you put up in your video. The four colors were beautiful. They really
Yes,
were.
yes, 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 yes. That I believe that's probably from the Air 3, if I'm not mistaken. The ones I've done recently, yeah, Air 3. Up in I think Gary, I put some from Gary Mountain and some from Ringwood. So yeah, a couple of places. I still got some more. I mean, I still got a whole bunch of things. I got to do a lot of editing. It's just the time, the time to edit is sucks.
Well,
Not that much.
you got a lot of great places to fly down by you in Patterson and in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, Jersey's loaded with places to fly. It's crazy. I mean, it's amazing how many
Yeah.
places get to fly. So
I know I had the pleasure of flying with you at the Great Falls, and
yes,
that
yes,
was
yes,
a
yes,
lot of fun.
yes, yes, yes. I mean, I fly there. I don't. The sweet thing with that is that from my house, I'm able to fly. To fly to there from my backyard. I just relax and just go fly, and every time I feel like putting a jump, I'll go and fly. Even if I don't get any footage, I'll just go and fly. So yeah, nice place.
And then we went to the castle, but I forget the name of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
castle too.
yeah. That's in Gary Mountain. That's where you saw in the video. That's Gary Mountain. I forgot the name. They are doing repair. They're doing repair of that castle there. So
Right,
right
right.
now it's closed. Yeah, they're doing repairs. So I mean, yeah. Right now, the Gary Mountain. I mean, it has beautiful colors like the leaves. I
Oh, I
mean,
can
it's
imagine.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's
Garrett
beautiful. I
Mountain.
gotta
Yeah.
I gotta get back there again now because when I went, it was I believe it was last week or 2 weeks ago. So now the colors have to be like way better now. So yeah, I gotta go
Well,
there. But
that's what happens. You can go one week and go back the next week, and it's totally different. You know,
yeah, I know, I know. I'm
more
I'm trying to get
beautiful.
back to. I want to get. I'm trying to get the Delaware water gap. I'm sure it has to be crazy right now with the colors down there. So
You got
up
a
there, I'll
great
be.
eye for aerial photography, Angel. I enjoy
Thank
looking
you,
at your
thank you, thank
stuff.
you. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, listen, uh, I mean, that's easy. The drones is easy. I mean, doing the other thing, which is wildlife, that's the hard part. When you got to sit there for hours to get a picture of a bird or an animal. That's what's difficult. And it's funny because I do a lot of it. A lot of it, I do it in Gary Mountain. I mean, it's crazy how the amount of wildlife that you have there. Even owls, right? We had owls in there too. Screech
Owls,
owls.
really? Okay,
Yes, 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 yes.
that's
Owls.
cool.
Where I got pictures of owls there. I got pictures of ospreys. It's insane. It's crazy.
Well, I'll tell
The
you,
only thing I haven't got.
John and I. Well, we
I
follow
think
the
we went. I think.
Osprey.
I think. I think. I think we went to that. I think you took me there before to where the
Yeah,
osprey nest is, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
yeah.
did.
You also went to Mount
Yep.
Sinai Harbor.
That's where that.
Yeah.
That's where that plant. That plant that is closed, right? That's where the electrical plant.
Well, that was a different place. Yeah,
Okay,
Shoreham
okay, okay.
nuclear power plant that's
Yeah, yeah,
deactivated
yeah.
now, but they also have an osprey nest out in the marshland area.
I think
Yeah.
that's yeah. I think that's I tried to bring my drone there and saw it, but I didn't want to bother them, so it's not good to
Now,
bother those guys.
now I know John and I we go to Mount Sinai Harbor a lot, and they have two osprey nests that we fly to, and it's just so much fun, right, John? With the
It sure
babies
is. Yeah.
being
Yeah,
born.
they're awesome. They're awesome. I wish I could
I've been
get. I wish I
following it
could
for
get
two
that.
years. You've been following for
Yeah,
3 years up there, and it's just exciting to get up there and see what they're doing. And
I
yeah,
know.
and
yeah.
and my wife got the biggest kick out of that mother osprey handing over that fish to that baby. She never forgets to talk about that.
Yes, yes,
You know
yeah.
what? You want me to tell you a story? So I was in Gary Mountain. I'll say about probably last month, right? because I always go out. You know, sometimes when I got the time, I'll drive by. So as I was going in the mountain, you know, right by the castle, right, I saw a hawk, a red-tailed hawk, on the
Okay.
top of the tree. So I decided to stop, and I took my camera with my lens and just stood there waiting for him to take off. I was just watching him there. I think I stood maybe for like an hour and a half, and all of a sudden I seen him taking off. So when he took off, I don't know why he took off, but he landed right behind me. And when I saw where he had, he took a snake. He saw a snake that was right. He was coming right behind me, and he ate it. And I got to get the pictures of it in the snake. I think I posted that on
Yeah, I remember
so,
seeing it.
yeah. So
That was all
that was crazy. I was like, oh wow. I thought he
awesome.
was coming for me. Say, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what did I do? So
No,
yeah,
no.
it's pretty awesome.
Wildlife photography is really amazing, especially when you capture. You know, you get the shot, and it's hard to get
I know
a
it
great
is. It is.
shot. It is.
I mean, for me to get it, I got some great pictures of ospreys. Maybe when we meet up, I'll see if I can take a few of them for you. You know, I'll print some out, maybe take them out, and give them to you. I have you know, for me to get the picture of osprey, I'll take one to you. It took me at least 2 hours just for me to get that picture.
Yeah.
2 hours just to get that one.
It took me 3 years to get my good photo where he brought back the fish to the nest, and next thing you know, the female osprey is feeding the babies. That
Yeah, it
was
takes time.
incredible.
It takes time. You know, sometimes it's not as as easy as it look. It takes time to do that. So yeah, I mean,
I got a good story for the two of you.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
When I was on duty at South Haven one day, I had a New York City police officer working part time with me, and we go by the lake, and all of a sudden he leaps out of the car and he runs out, and he's like up to his waist in the water, running out there and chasing. He comes back. What the devil's the matter with you? He says that duck was killing that other duck. I says that's how they mate, sir.
Oh yeah, right.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's a
That's
good
crazy.
story.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's hilarious.
Hey,
I'm trying
Warren, how
to.
you doing, Warren? Hi,
My
Shirley.
my thing that I still missing is an eagle, American bald eagle. I'm trying. Like I had chances, you won't believe it. Right? I had opportunities to get them, and when I pull my lens, they disappear. Like they're so fast, it's crazy. And I know the spots where to get them in Jersey by me, but I mean, it's just it's unpredictable. You know, but to get them, but that's my goal right now. I'm trying to get one of those guys. So.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Jeremy? Good to see you. And I don't know if I said hello to Ronnie. How you doing, Ronnie? Good to see you. Yeah.
I had a
Yeah, we
friend that
gotta.
was talking to me the other day, or it's been a while. Well, anyway, they taped this sound, and she said, "Oh, this is an owl I got in my backyard," and I listened to it. No, no, dear, that happens to be a mourning dove.
Yeah. Right. Right.
That
Yeah.
same that woo, 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 woo sound,
Yeah. No. Anyway, I put the link in the chat if anybody else wants to join it. We're having an open forum sort of tonight, and I was thinking of doing this once a month in the future, but we'll see how it goes. And
Ray, have you done any more searching lately?
no, no, I haven't got in there in at least 3 weeks. It was about 3 weeks ago the last
I was
time.
I was so
Yeah.
upset because the time that I went with you, I told you right that I don't know what was going on, but all the footage from the A3, which was the best one, never went into my memory card. I was so upset.
Oh,
I don't
really?
understand why. And then when I went home and checked, what was happening was that
Wasn't
the drone.
formatted?
No, it was set to record on the drone, not on the memory card, and the drone
Yes.
doesn't have that much memory. So, but luckily, when I flew the Air 3, I got some footage from the Air 3. But it's crazy. I mean that those places that we went to fly, they're nice. They're really good spots to fly too. Also, so
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
but I mean,
a sad, sad case.
yeah, it
You
is. It
know,
is, man. It's
I
just
was just hoping and praying we'd get lucky towards the end there, and
yeah, man.
maybe it was over on one of those uninhabited
No,
islands.
I would have been happy to find something and at least give them some the news. I'm not
Closure.
gonna say good news because it's not good news, but I mean, listen, to give them the news that we, the hope at least that we did something. But I mean, listen, it's just sad.
Yes.
I was
That was something.
always under the impression that they came up in about 3 days. All the ones that went off at Smith's Point there within 3
Usually,
days.
yes,
Yeah, within 3
usually,
days they were up.
but it does vary. It does, and you just never know. You know, I was talking to a Marine Bureau police officer, and he said they found somebody a year later.
Oh wow.
So, but
Yeah, wow.
yeah. So anyway, we got somebody else in the back room. Let me bring in Hot Rod in Daytona. How you doing, Rod?
Busy as hell
Oh,
with
really?
work.
Oh, work.
Yeah,
Okay, work.
yeah, work.
Really? Well, that's a
We've been
good
on
thing, right?
yes
No?
and no. I guess I will say I'm busy like Ken, who you never hear from Ken anymore either, because of how busy Ken is with his work. So
Yes, yes, I know, I know.
this last weekend was the first time I flew in, I don't know, 3 weeks,
Oh, yeah? You
something
got
like
out and flew? Where did you end up flying?
that. So let's see here. Where did I? Oh, so Saturday morning, it was windy here over the weekend. Probably
Mhm.
because of that hurricane in the front coming through, and it wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
Anyway, Saturday morning, I ended up, believe it or not, chasing cars.
Oh, okay. Where were you
So
doing that, though?
there's a spot along US 1 on the west side of Palm Coast that has these bike slash trails along the road, and they're about 30 yards deep from the road to the end, and there's trees and all kinds of stuff. But from the road to probably the first trees, there's probably about a 10-yard wide path. So I can literally just like fly there and fly beside. I was having fun. It was 65 mile an hour in that zone, and let's just say I blew past a few cars
Yeah, I can
at about
imagine.
10 foot off the ground. So I come up beside him and just kind of kept going out in front of him, and then took off and looped back around. But I was kind of having fun with it. I hadn't done that spot in a long time,
Well, that's
so
good. That's good.
I even had the sheriff wave at me.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, I was sitting there and I took off and I saw the sheriff come in. Nobody. There was like one person over in the other parking area, and so I put the drone down because I'm like, okay, I wonder. And no, he just like pulled through, and then he like took off. And the next thing I know, he had a van kind of pulled over on the side of the road, and then him and the van come over to where I was. I'm
Oh,
sitting there
really?
scratching my head like, okay, what the hell? Is that like an undercover guy or something? Anyways, the guy handed him a bag. And then the sheriff took off, and I'm still going, eh. Eventually I figured it out. The guy pulled a tent out, he set the tent up, he was a fruit vendor. So he
Oh.
probably gave the cop some oranges or something that he wanted or something. But without knowing what was going on, it was like, wow, this is kind of weird,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
right.
But after when he came through and he picked his stuff up, he was like, all right, he could see what I was doing. He had no problem.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's cool.
and
That's cool. I thought you were
it's
going to
not a
say
very busy.
you
It's
went to
not a very
Daytona Speedway.
yeah. Well, actually, that's the other reason I came on. Next year's super secret build, the frame for it will be here soon.
Oh, really? Okay.
It'll be
All right.
faster than last year's.
Is that right? Yeah, I was going to ask you
It
about
won't
that.
be last year. It's not that frame. It's
Okay.
something custom built. So I've
Oh,
gotten a
really?
connection. Yeah, I've gotten a connection, and the guy he knows designs and has all the manufacturing and can do custom manufacturing and has access to some flow state kind of guy for aerodynamics, and oh yeah, he's got a few kinds of things in plan. So
Well, when you showed up with that rocket drone last year, that was so impressive, really. You know. It was.
So hopefully this year I'll have it soon enough, and I'll have it built. And actually, I'll probably I should have it here in the next couple of weeks. So I'll probably have it done by December for sure, which will give me a few months to sort of iron out the kinks with it.
Right.
But
Get some
if
flights
it's
in. Yeah.
yeah, it get more flights in. I had almost no flights on that rocket because I literally didn't want to break it because I had no time. By the time I got done with it, it was like a week before the meetup, and so I was like, I didn't really want to get too creative with it.
Well,
Probably a good thing considering what happened to it. It fell out of the sky and smashed itself. So.
Well, we're all looking forward to your new drone. That's for sure. You know.
I could end up coming with a second one that I don't know. We were talking about it last night. What they were going to work on, and okay, we'll see. I'll just put it that way. We'll see. But it's interesting having a connection to a guy who actually has all the manufacturing tools and all of the design things. The guy, apparently, this guy has got his fingers in all kinds of things. But so, anyways, they're going to give me the frame. Actually, they're going to give me 2 frames, and
Okay, cool.
they're not going to charge me for mine because they're going to send me all the parts for the second frame, and they're going to have me build it.
Very nice.
Since I've been building and tuning all my stuff. And,
very nice.
I've kind of learned how to use PID Toolbox. So
yeah, sure. I give you guys that build your own drone so much credit. I wish I was so handy and knowledgeable to do that. I'm not. So anyway, you know that the Neo 2 sort of was released today. And,
yeah, I didn't see the final specs.
But I found
is it the one over 1/3
of the first flight? Start RC put out a video of a first flight with it, and there it is.
You know that there's only they were selling it in Amazon and eBay. The prices are ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I got some of those prices up.
Yeah, they
people are trying to take advantage of the situation.
$800 and $800, and the other one 1,000 and something. I said that's crazy. Wow, these guys are nuts.
Probably means they'll not be in a
Bada 3. $1,249.99.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. I'll get a Mini 3 for that.
Yeah, I know. 4, Tell me about
Mini 5. I'll get the Mini 5 for that price. That's crazy. I go to the store in New York and get that for it. That's retarded.
Well, okay, I don't know.
I spoke to Audrey. I'll get that. They have it at the store there. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I spoke to Audrey.
Right.
I spoke to Audrey.
This one's a little better.
Like I said, it makes me wonder if they'll ever make an Avata 3. What's the point if you have the Neo 2 and you basically have that 1 over 1/3 camera, which is the same one that's in the Avata 2?
Yes.
I kind of don't see the point. Why not have the lighter weight drone that's cheaper? You'll sell more of them.
Yeah. Angel, John, are you guys going to get this Neo 2 or no interest in it?
Nah, I don't have.
I'm thinking about picking up the original, for $200. I'm looking into that.
Yep.
Yeah. That I could do. I'd rather just get that one.
I don't even have 20 flights on mine.
You see, there you go. That's.
So do I need it? No, I don't need it.
I mean, I don't have a use for it right now. So if I was to get something out right now, I'm good with the drones I have. But I mean, if I was about to get something, I'll probably I don't know. Maybe I'll do the Mini 5, Mini 5 Pro, or who knows? Maybe I'll save up and get me the Mavic 4. I don't have a Mavic. I don't have. Or you know what? Better yet, instead of getting the Mavic 4, I'm sure I'll probably find some Mavic 3 Pros. Really cheap. I'll go with that.
Yes.
So you're the FPV. This one I didn't build. I actually bought this one. It's from a company called Deep Space. They're a spinoff from Axis Flying. Apparently, Axis Flying kind of wants to go into sell to the military, and some of the people there didn't want to, so they formed their own company called Deep Space. And so this is what's called the Seeker 3. It's a 3-inch drone. And with these 4-bladed props on here, I can do 90 plus mile an hour.
Is that right? It'll go that fast?
With this 3-inch drone.
Wow. Yeah.
And then this guy, this one I did build, and it's a 3.5-inch from Proto FPV, and it'll do 99. It'll do 99.9.
That is crazy.
Let's just put it that way.
How are you able to have the goggles in your face with that type of speed? Don't you get dizzy?
You fly higher, or you go someplace that you know the area.
Yeah, because flying low
You don't
with
try to do that kind of speed when you don't know it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
So probably a month and a half ago, I was up in St. Augustine where Ken and I fly out at the fairgrounds, and I had my 8S drone up, and that thing could zip. And so I was aiming between 2 palm trees at about 30 feet up in the air to go between them. But I was doing 90 plus mile an hour when I turned at them. And by the time I realized that I was lined up with a branch, it was a little too late. I jerked the drone at the last second. I like to bottom mount the batteries on these drones. They actually fly better, which is why all the racing guys have bottom mounted batteries.
Okay.
So I popped the drone, and the next thing I know, it just went black. I got over the branch, but what happened is the battery hanging underneath got pulled off. It got caught and pulled off the drone.
Yep.
And so the drone and the battery fell about 30 feet.
That'll do
only bent prop. That was it. That was the only problem.
Really?
Yeah. It held up pretty well. And then we took it home and fixed it and went back the next day and put the battery on. And I went, wait a second, where's the second strap? I didn't notice whenever I picked it up that the strap had gotten ripped off. Obviously, the battery got pulled off today, but I didn't notice that the strap was gone. I went to tie the second strap, and I'm like, "Where's the strap?" And I went, "Oh, it must be up." And so I walked over by the tree. I found the strap laying there.
It took a hard hit then.
Oh
yeah, it took a 90 mile an hour into a pine tree.
You said you had a strap on it, right? A battery.
2 straps. It ripped one. The battery came off because it ripped one of the straps.
That was a hard hit then.
Yeah.
How many
when it clipped the limb. So.
Well, I know, Angel, you like flying FPV. You got the Avata. You like it.
I still do some sunrise stuff just for me as well with my Mavic 3 Pro. So I tell everybody, there's kind of 2 modes, right? The camera drone is really about the photography and the videography and pretty pictures, right? And pretty scenes and all that kind of good stuff. It's great to look at that stuff, or the colors up in the Northeast and things like that, or the boats out in the water. You take your pick, right? There's a lot of really cool things that you can shoot with your drone. FPV is not so much about the video; it's about the experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, just the adrenaline, adrenaline and the speed, the front,
It's the adrenaline rush. Now, keep in mind, and this is probably why I was vulnerable to it. I wanted to be an airline pilot since I was like 5 years old. My mom never let me do it. She always said I'd kill myself. I'd crash and kill myself. So I never got to do it. So the FPV is great. It's like being I tell everybody, it's like being a bird. And
it's a whole different world.
It's a
whole different type of flying. And I give you guys so much credit. I really do.
But I'll tell you, it's also the way that I get a lot of kids interested. When I go down to Titusville to the park down there, there's a skate park down there, and I have 2 sets of goggles, 3. So if they come over
put the
and
goggles on them, the kids.
so I put the second goggles on them, and I take them for a ride along. And generally, I use my fast 8S drone, and I tell them before I go up, this is going to be like a roller coaster. So I hope you don't get queasy. And I freaking just nail that thing, and what, and flip and roll, and I do all kinds of crazy stuff with that 8S power. It try to make it as close to a roller coaster ride as possible.
I can't
I give you a lot of credit. That you get,
and they all come out with big ass grins on their face after I land. They're just like,
yes, right.
So it's a way of sort of selling the hobby to the younger crowd.
Yeah,
you know when I fly my Avata, right? I find myself sometimes when I like I'm close to something, I find myself moving like myself and then I say to myself, why am I moving? It's a drone. Why am I doing that? Like I tend to move like try to like myself. I move like why I'm doing that? It's crazy. It's like it's another experience because you got the goggles on your face and you think you're the one. You're actually the drone flying. It's like
pretty natural. I can fly standing up, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. That's how I fly.
I actually taught myself to stand up and fly FPV.
Yeah, that's how I fly all the time. I fly the
most of the time I sit down, but I can do either.
Yeah. I mean, if I have somebody with me, I'll sit down. But then when I'm by myself, I normally stand up and make sure I'm somewhere where I know my surroundings. And normally the places I go to is calm. I'm by myself. I know exactly where to go to. So, I mean,
I have to sit down now. I hate to say it, but I have to sit down. My back, I just can't stand no more. Any length of time.
Arthritis and old age get to you. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. How you doing, Lou? Good to see you.
And we walk so well, right, Ray?
Yeah, I know. I know. But you guys are going to laugh when I show up with my walker at the South Florida drone meeting.
Every once in a while, I pop my Avata out. The Avata, I like my Avata and my Avata 2. It's sort of my relaxation flight. If I just need to get away from work and sit down and I want a little bit of FPV without all of the. Remember, I'm the guy that was harping about the motion controller. I freaking love the Avata with the motion controller, and I'm telling you, I could outfly anybody with that motion controller.
I couldn't get it down. I tried it a few times. I just couldn't get it down.
I had the original Avata, right? And when I started flying with the RC with the DJI the controller, I never went back to the motion control. Never went back to that. I don't use it. I don't know.
I intentionally did the motion controller because of some of the people in this community. It's all over that stupid thing. And you want to know what? And this is what I come back to. This is the argument that I come back to of why the sticks are kind of silly. If you really want my honest opinion, what do they fly an F-22 with? What do they fly an F-16
with a stick?
What do they fly an Airbus 320 with?
It's a stick. Right. It's a stick.
What do they fly the 737 MAX with? They're freaking using fly-by-wire joystick in every one of those.
The joystick,
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer, drone celebrity.
Commercial buses to screaming fighter jets.
Yeah, it's joystick.
So
I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It is fun to ride with. To fly with that. It is fun. It's just I mean, I always have that.
And here's the other part. And this is how Ken and I sold Jerry Bauer, and he ended up getting Avata. We literally put him in my Avata and goggles and set up. But Jerry's got Parkinson, and this is something that I think people fail to think about when it comes to like that motion controller. And this would be true using the setup with the Mini or the Mavic 3, right? And the goggles. And that motion controller allows people who are like him, who have shakes from Parkinson's or whatever it may be. It could be MS or anything else.
Yeah.
Or imagine all the people that only have one arm, right? Because they had an accident and they're missing something.
Hey,
they
Jim,
could
how you
literally
doing?
fly because of the motion controller. So keep
No,
that in mind
and
when
like
you
you
don't
said,
poo-poo that motion controller. It's great
like you
for
said, they could fly. Mini 3 Pro. They could fly what else? The Air 3. There's a couple of drones that you could fly with the goggles and the
yeah.
motion controller.
So you're talking about a setup that can give people who have
Yeah,
some handicaps
that is
some
true.
freedom that they don't have,
Yes.
which is
No,
great.
that's DJI. That's DJI. They always think of everybody, every single condition there is, So it is true. I mean, listen, it is good. The motion control is really good. And like you said,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you fly planes with a stick. You don't do it with a joystick, with a controller.
Well, I know Johnny. He let me fly the Neo down there at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I got hooked on it. When he let me fly it, and I flew it for quite a while, he got me hooked on it, and that's what made me get the Neo. So I give
Would
him
you
all the
fly?
credit.
Would you fly it with? What setup did you fly it with?
He had the goggles, yeah, and the controller,
And
yeah, and the controller, yeah,
sticks or motion controller?
the regular controller, yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
the FPV
Does
controller.
does Johnny ever fly the V copter with the motion controller or no?
It's
No,
not
I don't think
DJI
so, right, Johnny?
controls it.
No.
No.
It's
Yeah.
proprietary. That's a proprietary system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got its own controller. Yeah.
That's the reason. That's the reason I still haven't got the little Neo, because I have the entire goggles, and the control is not compatible with that. So I'm not gonna go ahead and buy another set of goggles and controller just to get that Neo. It's not worth it. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't done it.
But I have to say, the V-Copter, the Mini, is a great little drone. So we'll see what happens with it. Yeah. But if anybody has any questions for these guys, please put them in the chat. We'll keep an eye out. But listen, let me get back to my little format. And I have a viewer video of the week I want to show now. And that's Eddie Nunez's video. And he's an incredible editor, drone pilot, photographer, all those things. So
And
I
Eddie
think
be
you'll
putting some
enjoy
great
this
stuff.
one.
He been putting some great. He been
Even
putting some
even the
great stuff out
beginning
there.
of this video was good,
It's crazy.
but
I
I
know.
don't want to show the whole thing in the beginning. I just want to get to the good part here. So, but Eddie, this video was awesome. And
He's
I'll
got
tell
the
you,
Insta 360.
yeah, he does a lot of 360 filming. Yes, he does. But this Catskill Falls was a great location. You fly right from that little platform there.
Up there in the Catskills Mountains. Yeah.
But he just makes his video go along so quickly, his transitions. They're not as nowhere near as boring as mine. But look at that location. This
Eddie, you
was a
got
great
skills.
video, Eddie.
Yeah.
And the color was starting to change. Yeah. And he's a great pilot. He really is. He flew most of his drones right there.
Boy, I tell everybody, just post. Don't worry about who watches it. It's great as a
Very,
fellow
very
drone
nice.
pilot to see everybody else's scenery and see what the
Exactly.
rest of the world looks like. It's freaking awesome to watch.
And I learned so much from watching other people's videos. I do. But this was great, Eddie. And if you want to watch more Eddie's video, go to his channel. And if you're not subscribed to Eddie, do it now. And if you're not subscribed to John, Angel, or Hot Rod, do it now. And me too. And each other. That's a big thing, supporting each other. So, but I'm seeing if anybody has any questions. And if you see them, just let me know. The Neo's down to $159 now on Amazon, John.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is.
Yeah, that's a good price.
Yeah.
I saw on Amazon. Amazon has they're affiliated with DJI, right? Because You put something from DJI, and they'll send you. Amazon will send you to like a DJI store. So they got their own thing going on there with Amazon now.
No, I think it's great. Amazon. I've only had one problem, and I bought a used controller from somebody, and I couldn't get it to work. But I sent it right back. They credited me, so there was nothing lost.
We have
No.
the Amazon warehouse in Shirley. So my daughter will, at 11 o'clock at night will order pills or something for my wife, and we'll have it here by 11 o'clock the next day. That's fast.
That's
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's great. Amazon is great. So
I may have to take my FPV controller apart. I hadn't used the thing in a long time because I haven't been mucking around with the simulator. Because I hadn't flown in so long, I started mucking around with the simulator, and it won't charge. Even plugged in, I'm using it. The battery still keeps going down. So I think the battery.
That happened to me. You know what happened? That happened to me. How about but with the you know, the FPV, the DJI one. So I was a while without using it, and then when I used it again, I plugged it and it wouldn't charge. It wouldn't charge. I said, "What's going on here?" So then when I got back home, I started looking.
exactly.
I don't know if it must have dropped or something, and I started checking everything, and I started, you know, open it up. I tied up all the screws, and it was one screw on the left side that was loosened up. As soon as I tied it up, it started charging like nothing. I mean,
That's all it was. That's all it was. A loose screw.
Yep, that's it in the back. I guess I don't know. Maybe it holds the battery or something. I don't know in place. For some reason, as soon as I tied it up, that's it. It was fixed already. So I put everything back, and that's it. Done deal.
Yeah, since I've been building drones, I'm literally not scared to take the controller apart and see what's inside of there. I kind of figured it might be the battery. That the battery might not be charged, but I don't know what batteries they got. You know, I don't know if they have the 18650s inside of there.
Okay.
Just hardwired in.
But which control is that one?
It's the FPV 2.
Okay, yeah. So maybe check. It was on. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's a loose screw. It happened to me. It wasn't charging. I had the same issue. So it's on the. If you flip it over, it's on the left side. That you got to open the back up, and there's a big round screw there. You got to tie it up, and that might be the problem. Because it was happening to me. It was happening to me.
Yeah.
The back of the controller is like a rubber part, so that'll open up.
Yeah. They got the adjusters under there.
Yeah. So just tie not
the
one, not you know the one on the right. I think. Well, if you're holding the controller like this, right? It's this one.
Yeah.
Not this one. This one is the joystick that you have to loosen up. You know, you have to lose the spring.
Yeah.
Not that one. The other one. The other side.
The other side, yeah, got you.
Open it up in the back, and it's a big screw in there. Just tie it up. It might be that. That was happening to me. For some reason, it loosens up, and it doesn't charge at all. It does not take a charge.
Okay.
It's crazy. That's when I did that. It started charging right away.
The ironic part of it is
I also want to let everybody know that we received lanyards from Pilot Institute. They sponsor our South Florida drone meetup, and when I was down in Florida last week, they were there. They were down there. So first 150 people that come to the meetup in April, they're going to receive one. So thank you to Pilot.
I see you got the shirt. I see you got the shirt on too also. Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. So, but, and let me talk about my little tip of the week. Nothing sophisticated. Just do your battery maintenance, guys. You know, batteries are so important when you're flying drones. You know, not only make sure they're fully charged, rotate them. I rotate them. I don't know how many other people rotate their batteries, but you want to deplete them all, you know, in a cycle, more or less. You guys agree, or do you guys have any tips for the viewers?
Yes. Don't
I
use
have
the same batteries.
5
Don't always use the
Mavic
same
3
one.
Pro batteries. They're all marked.
Yes.
My bag that I have a backpack bag that I have in it, and it's got a slot for 4 of the batteries. So one's always in the drone, and then the other 4. And when I swap, I just kind of rotate it into bags. So
that's exactly what I do. Cycling. Yes. So, I started with letters. I was putting A, B, C, but then I switched over to numbers. So now I have
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, numbers probably make more sense.
Yeah.
I also make sure I put it in my logbook when I first fill out my logbook. You know, Ray. I
Yes.
sit there. I always put the battery number down, and if later on I use another battery, later on when I finish up the logbook, I list what I've used, so that I can always go back and look at the logbook and see what I'm doing too.
Yep.
Make sure the
That's
next
good.
flight I look and see what battery I use. I can grab the other battery.
That's
Yeah,
a
you're
good
killing
As an
point.
batteries.
FPV guy, you know this tip, but as a camera guy, you probably need to keep it in the back of your mind. That is, when you go out, before you ever go up in the air, take a screwdriver and check all of the freaking screws, especially the motor screws,
Yes,
because they
yes,
can
yes,
vibrate
yes.
loose, and the props, anything
Yeah.
around the prop stuff, and make sure it's all good and tight and
You know,
nothing is loosened up on you.
you know what I do? I do the same thing Marcus Crawford do, right? In his videos. When he puts the drone up, move it from side to side, backwards. Before, at first I'll check all the screws, and then I'll do the same thing he does. Move it side to side, back and forth,
Yep.
and just to see if anything weird goes on. Before I put it up. So listen, it's worth doing it.
Good tips. Yeah, great tips actually. So, and it's funny because I don't care who you are, you become complacent, you know. And
Mhm.
I've seen guys as soon as they put it on the landing pad, they start the motors, boom, and they are off. They are up
That's
there.
good.
They
You
don't
gotta
even
check them
let
out.
it establish the home point, you know.
Hey,
And
I
you
found
killed
one
a
of my
lot of
drones.
those guys.
Yeah,
I found one of my drones recently was missing a screw. I was like, "Holy
Is
crap!"
that
I didn't even
right?
realize
Missing a
it one of
screw.
the screws out of the top plate. So it still had it was all tensioned and stuff, but it was just like, "Holy cow! Where the hell did the screw go?"
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
That's how you end up with vibrations in the video.
yeah.
Well,
The
there's
drones
no doubt
vibrate.
about it, especially you FPV guys, the way you fly,
Yeah,
you
especially
put a
with
lot
FPV.
more stress on the drone than a camera drone pilot,
Probably the other
especially
one to
like a
start
wimpy
thinking about.
camera drone pilot like me.
Yeah. The other thing to start thinking about is we're starting to get into the winter season. So you need to think about, if you do go out and fly, keep your batteries warm,
Yes,
right?
right. Yep, that's another good tip. Yeah, yep, no
Although
doubt
don't take
about
them
it.
directly from warm car to in drone to very cold weather because that shock and you need to give it a little time to adapt to the cold.
Yeah, and I have to say, um, I I enjoy flying with other drone pilots. I really do. And when I went down to Florida last week, I got together with Al and TJ
Oh yeah,
and Ken
those guys.
Gottlieb at the Boys Park, and we had such a good time. We really did.
Did
We
DJ
were
crash
trying to
again?
we
DJ
were
always
trying to
crashes.
we were trying to get a nice sunset, but it didn't cooperate. It was right behind the cloud at that time. So, but we
You
still
didn't
had a
get
good
sun
time.
rays? A
We
lot
had
of
a
times you get the sun rays off the back of the cloud.
I
yeah.
wanna, I
Now
wanna, I want a sunrise. That's what I'm trying to get, a sunrise, but with clouds and not covering, but clouds around it, because it makes it more interesting when you have clouds, and you're able to see the
You
sunrise. That's what I want to get there.
when I wake up and I look out and there's not a cloud in the sky, I tend to go, nah, I don't want to go film this. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
because it's not
every
it's not
other
interesting. Yeah,
day, every other sunrise in Florida.
yeah, because it's
So
not interesting. You got to have some type of clouds in there to make it, to make it more dramatic. This,
give you some
I
colors, sun rays,
yeah.
and I
you
see that
name it.
Kent Smith is in the chat now. I wanted to say hello to him earlier. I ended up flying with him last week, and we flew at the sunken ships out in Riverhead, Baiting Hollow area, and it was a pleasure flying with Ken. And he's quite the photographer. Let me tell you guys. Yeah.
Actually, the other thing about cold weather is keep in mind the battery's not going to last as long. So
No,
if you fly out to
you'll kill it right
50%,
away.
all the way out to 50%, and then think you're going to get back because of the cold weather, you're probably going to end up short.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not
It
smart to do
will
that. You got to
not
pay
fly as
attention to
far.
it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you guys, I appreciate you all jumping on tonight. Um, I enjoy flying with other drone pilots. I really do. And when I went down to Florida last week, I got together with Al and TJ and Ken Gottlieb at the Boys Park, and we had such a good time. We really did. but now it's time to do the lucky number contest, and you guys are eligible too. It's only for a $10 Amazon gift card, the monthly giveaway. And I did call it wrong last week. I said Barkley got it, but actually Warren got the number 16 before he did. So, but put your numbers between 1 and 25 in the chat. I'll try to call it correctly this time. And you guys are eligible because you don't know what it is. So, let's see. No, no. Oh, somebody got it. I do see it. Yep. RJ Redding, you got it. Number 8. So your name is going to go in the hat. All right. Very good. Congratulations. So, and it's more or less about having fun, really. All right. So anyway, guys, I really appreciate you jumping on, but now it's time for you to say your goodbyes and anything you like to promote. John, I'll let you go first.
I have nothing really to promote other than my own channel, but I thank you for having us on, Captain. And it's always a joy flying with you. My wife appreciates you getting me out of the house. So,
Is she home? She home from the hospital, John?
yes, she's in the back room.
Okay,
she's in good mood. Good. She's feeling good. So,
I'm glad to hear that. Tell
thank
her
you.
get well soon and God bless.
You know,
thank you.
Prayers out there. You know.
An Angel?
Well, not much. I mean, just if you're not subscribed to my channel on YouTube, listen, feel free to subscribe. I always subscribe back. Also on Instagram, I have what is it, the Drone Guy 42. And also on Facebook. And listen, I'll follow back. I like to enjoy watching other people's content, and we learn from each other. So that's always good about So
exactly.
And looking forward to flying also in the weekend. Let's see what happens. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better. And then
yes, I know.
We're praying that you're good. And
I didn't.
Even if I have to carry you, we'll fly. Don't worry, I got you.
All right. Well, all right. And Rod, what about you? Anything you'd like to promote?
Kind of two things. One, go fly and try to intentionally fly where there's young kids and stuff around. Go be an ambassador for the hobby as best you can when you can, right? You don't necessarily have to go your way, but think about that when you go out to fly. And then kind of the other part, and this is why I go down to fly with Maddie, find somebody close to you to become friends with. I go to Maddie's or fly, or, Ken is just north of me and I go up and Ken and I fly. It's way more fun and interesting to fly with somebody than to be alone.
I totally agree. On both points. Being an ambassador, especially for the kids, is a big thing. But anybody, I don't mind being asked questions, even by adults. When you're flying, most people come up and they ask you the normal questions of, how far does it go and how much.
That's always the first question they ask.
But I think it's great that you let the kids put on the goggles.
Somebody made shirts like that before. Who was that made the shirts about the questions? Was it you, Harrod? I know somebody made.
Oh, they had the sheriff. I've talked to. Don't be afraid of the police. Those guys are normal guys too, and they're interested.
Yeah, sometimes they're not even.
I have a video where I caught the lifeguards at Flagler Beach doing a rescue of like 5 people at one time. And literally the police chief ended up, he asked me if he could put my video up on his thing, but we kind of got connected. So they don't mind. They really don't mind. And the other part of it is, if you have that communication with those guys, you're less likely to have a problem. So don't necessarily go out of your way to avoid them. Try to invite them in, because you'll find that it just makes for a better experience.
Well, we're hoping that the Margate police come back to the South Florida drone meetup, and that will be great. They were great last year. Most of the people were impressed with that Skydio drone that they were flying, and they were 2 nice cops. They were very personable. They shared their knowledge. And
the other part of it is, if you have a Karen and they show up,
then you know the cops are going to be on your side, right? Because you've already had that communication with them. They know they're just going to laugh at the one harassing you. So.
Exactly. And I got to say thank you to everybody in the chat for tuning in tonight. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot. You guys have been long-time supporters, and I really appreciate it. But in the meantime, just get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And
Yep.
I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a good night, everybody. Good night.